All right, guys, how you doing? This is Mark Connors on American Media News, coming to you live from Burbank Studios in Los Angeles, California. Yeah, we're told that Californians don't want freedom. I think you're wrong. All you got to do is watch theconnorsreport.com, and you can tell that there are a lot of people out here in California that believe in freedom still. That's right. And I don't know if you know it, but in California, last year, over 1 million guns were sold to Californians. What does that tell you? All right, guys, we're thinking about you again on theconnorsreport.com. Thank you for joining us again tonight. It is, let's see, what is today here? Oh, my goodness. It is February 18th. And it is 8:34 on the West Coast here in Los Angeles, California. Let's go to our caller. We have Gina from Los Angeles, California on the line. Gina, you there?
Yes, Mark.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Fantastic. Welcome to the show. And I told you it changes, huh? Did I wake up for you?
I'm wide awake.
No, did I wake up for you? Because, a little while ago I was like, hello? Yes, I'm on my 8.
You're working hard to save liberty for posterity. We appreciate all your work.
Well, thank you so very much for that. Appreciate it. So, now, Gina, you're in Los Angeles, and you are going to be putting on a some type of actually, you're going to be covering something, and it has to do with the Hammonds. But you're going to be, I guess, in San Pedro doing a San Pedro protest for the Hammonds. Is that correct?
That's correct. The Hammonds, Dwight and Stephen Hammond, turned themselves into the prison right here on Terminal Island in San Pedro, January 4th.
Now, Gina, real quick, you've got a video that you have out that you sent me, correct? Didn't you send me a video? Yeah. And
right.
Yeah, let's see. I want to see if I could play that real quick on the show for you.
Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day.
I think that's it. There you go.
San Pedro, California.
Stand by.
I'm at the Japanese Fishing Village Memorial, which is right adjacent to the Terminal Island Federal Corrections Facility. I was over there praying for Dwight and Stephen.
Okay, guys, right now we were watching a video that Gina has sent to us. Terminal Island Memorial. You're going to watch us here just for a couple minutes, and then we'll get back with you and share what's going on.
From the early 1900s till World War II, the fishing village of Fish Harbor on Terminal Island was a thriving community of 3,000 people, primarily Japanese immigrants and their U.S.-born children. The local canneries and fishing boats played a vital role in the American fishing industry. In the village's neat rows of shops and homes, people loved, laughed, worked, played, and raised families. On February 25, 1942, all villagers of Japanese descent were given 48 hours to leave Terminal Island. By April, the village was gone, homes and livelihoods taken away, and villagers sent to internment camps. The same thing is happening not on this scale, but in many ways, same thing's happening in America today. Dwight and Stephen Hammond, the government decided that they want their ranch, they want their property, and when they tried to protect their property, they were put in prison, in a federal prison. We remember these people in the community of Terminal Island that was their home. So this is a beautiful memorial. And you just look in history and you see time and time again the abuse of federal government and tyranny. The story of Terminal Island is the story of a fishing village and the Japanese Americans, young and old, who made it their home. I was reading yesterday about the Apple and the Arrow story of William Tell and the people that stood up to found what is now Switzerland, how one man stood against tyranny. The men fished with poles and nets. Tuna season kept everyone busy in the summer. On dark winter nights, sardines set the ocean aglow. So what a nice tribute. Along Tuna Street, the hardware stores, cafes, and markets were the commercial heart of the village. We need to remember our history, everyone, or else we're doomed to repeat its mistakes. For young girls, Girls' Day was a day to be celebrated, to dress in their kimonos, display their dolls, and perform traditional folk dances. On Boys' Day, the symbolic carp flags were flown, and boys displayed their athletic prowess at the annual track meet. Terminal Islanders, both young and old, found many ways to relax and have fun. The youth had bonfires on the beach, the men gathered at the harbor after returning from the sea, and families attended social gatherings at the church, temple, school, or Fishermen's Association hall. We remember these people who were denied their God-given rights. Government failed to protect their rights. The community of Terminal Island was rich in traditions, strong ties to the culture of Japan, and relationships with overseas relatives were maintained and nurtured. But above all, we were Americans working hard in this place of beauty and abundance. We will not forget this village on Terminal Island. It was our home. So let's look around. Just over that wall right there is the prison where Dwight and Stephen Hammond are being imprisoned due to corruption. This is plaque of sponsors here on the wall. Again, beautiful sunny day. Men should be free. We should be free in America. Stand against tyranny. Stand for liberty, my fellow patriots. Black current off our shore. Fish is so plentiful, yet hardship parents endured. We remember and honor forever our village no more.
Okay, that was a very interesting video. Nice setting. What a strange place to have a. Is that a jail or a prison?
Well, we were at the video was there at the memorial, which is just adjacent to the federal corrections office place. So that is a prison.
Wow.
Federal prison. In fact, Charles Manson used to be there, as well as Al Capone.
Wow, right there on the water like that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is basically in this first segment here, we're going to have you promote what's going on. Tell us what's going to happen Saturday at 2 p.m.
Okay, this Saturday, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This Saturday at 2 p.m. on February 20th, we are going to be gathering to protest the BLM's cruelty and of Dwight and Stephen Hammond. So we're going to be gathering at the Japanese Fishing Village Memorial, which is just adjacent to the Terminal Island Prison. And the address is 1124 South Seaside Avenue in San Pedro, California.
And that's the place we were just looking at on the video, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll be gathering there and then possibly marching. It's just about a 1-minute walk to the prison, so we may walk out there and hopefully the prisoners will be able to hear us.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting, huh?
Yeah, I was down there. You know, you can see on the video. I was just down there this week. I went down. I was praying for Dwight and Stephen and the other inmates there and the guards and everyone really, and looking for a suitable location to have the protest. Mm-hmm. And one person had suggested doing it in the parking lot there outside of the visitor center, but that didn't really look like a viable option to me because I saw a sign posted that said no cameras and no cell phones, and so I figured we'd get kicked out of there pretty quickly.
Now,
That's federal land, and so then I noticed this Japanese fishing memorial right beside it, and I thought that would be an ideal location. It's pretty fitting because here's the place where these Japanese people their livelihood, their homes, their property was stolen from them during World War II, and they were put into the internment camp.
And that's the Terminal Island Memorial?
Yeah.
Okay, we're showing that right now. I wanted to make sure what we were showing there. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we see this, the same thing happening now with the government taking people's property away and imprisoning them. And I mentioned in the video, I home educate my children, and we were studying The Apple and the Arrow this week, which is about the William Tell who stood up against tyranny. He was a master bowman with an arrow, and the governor had him. He basically got in trouble for refusing to bow to the hat of the king. They had the king's hat up on a pole, and he refused to bow. So they took his young son and put an apple on his head and said, "If you can shoot the apple off his head, we will let you go." Well, he shot the apple off his head, but don't ever believe tyrants. They didn't let him go. They captured him, but during that time, he basically sparked a revolt, and the people stood up against the Austrian tyranny, and in the country that is now Switzerland. And so this is just an inspiring story to teach to our children, and a reminder to us to, that one person can make a difference, but united, we can make an even better difference. And so all of us in California who weren't able to make that 12-plus hour trek up to Oregon, now we have an opportunity to come and let our voices be heard and stand against this federal tyranny that we're seeing just get completely out of control in our country.
I agree. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to close this segment here. We're going to be right back with you here. Gina from Los Angeles, California. This is Mark Connors on the American Media News, theconnorsreport.com, coming to you live from Burbank Studios, Los Angeles, California. We'll be right back after this.